Welcome to this video on Speaking and Listening Standard 1.3. We will discuss leading a group discussion. We will be covering the core standards in speaking and listening. Initiate and participate effectively in a range of collaborative discussions, one-on-one, in groups, and teacher-led, with diverse partners on grades 9 through 10 topics, texts, and issues, building on others' ideas and expressing their own clearly and persuasively. Propel conversations by posing and responding to questions that relate to the current discussion, to broader themes or larger ideas. Actively incorporate others into the discussion, and clarify, verify, or challenge ideas and conclusions. We will be covering the following: participating actively in a group discussion, explaining a democratic process, conducting a meeting properly. You've probably been listening to people speak since you were born and most likely have a good idea of how to figure out what people are saying and what they mean when they speak. In all kinds of discussions, leadership is needed. People's personalities differ. Not everyone in a group discussion will exercise the same influence or leadership. Leadership can be assumed by several members in a formal and informal group. It can also be assigned to a person or leader. Here's a list of duties of a discussion leader. Introduce members of the group to each other and to the audience if one is present. Introduce the topic. Phrase it as a question. Invite and encourage members to speak freely, especially a member who is silent. Keep participation balanced by tactfully diverting discussion from a member who is talking too much to one who has said less. Keep discussion on track. Summarize for the group after they have completed major parts of the discussion. Watch the time limit. Move on to major points not yet covered to speed things up. Conclude the discussion by summarizing main ideas. Allow time for other members to add their own summary points or opinions. Have you attended a meeting at which several people were speaking at once and no one was being heard? This may be difficult to deal with, but a parliamentary procedure might help you lead the discussion. Parliamentary procedure is a set of principles that allows groups to make decisions in the most direct and democratic way. Parliamentary procedure ensures that the rights of the majority and minority are respected and the session is conducted in an orderly way. There are 5 basic principles of parliamentary procedure. The first on the list is, one issue at a time can be debated and voted on. If an issue is not voted on, it must be disposed of in some way before the members can go on to consider other issues. The decision of the majority rules. A simple majority consists of more than 1/2 of the people voting on an issue. Minority rights are protected by allowing them to present their views and change the minds of the majority. Every member has the right to abstain. They can choose to speak or to remain silent, to vote or not to vote. Open discussion of every issue is protected so that members can vote in an informed way on every issue. 2/3 vote is needed to limit debate or end it completely. Parliamentary procedure specifies that a meeting must be conducted in a certain way. Parliamentary procedure regulates the way the meeting is conducted and the duties of a leader. A meeting can follow certain steps listed on an agenda. Steps for holding a meeting are: call to order, check attendance, present agenda of the meeting, discuss issues one by one, resolution of issues, and adjournment. We can apply this knowledge and skills in different instances where you participate, conduct and lead a discussion: project planning, presenting proposals to your group mates, election of officers in class, clubs, and organizations. Let's do an activity to further enrich knowledge and skills in leading and conducting a group discussion. Assume your class is a new club devoted to community service in your area. Elect a chairperson or a leader and hold a meeting discussing plans on spending $1,000 donation. Why do we need to choose a leader for our discussion? A leader keeps an active discussion by maintaining an orderly discussion. Imagine a group where everybody wants to speak and be heard. and a leader makes a discussion flow freely, but will make sure that everybody will be heard and speak of their opinions and views. Why do we need to understand the principles of parliamentary procedures? It provides rules by the majority while at the same time guaranteeing the rights of the minority. These principles guarantee the meeting will be conducted in an orderly and efficient manner by providing rules that must be followed by everyone attending the meeting. What if the leader cannot make the meeting orderly and efficient? A leader presides over a meeting. If a leader cannot perform his duties, members can make consensus with the leader on voting for another member for leadership to fulfill tasks that he or she cannot do. As a student, you're expected to work with peers and group mates to set rules for collegial discussions and decision-making, clear goals and deadlines, identify individual roles as needed. We've come to the end of our session. We have discussed actively participating in different group discussions, importance of democratic process in achieving an orderly and efficiently by providing rules for conducting a meeting. Conduct a meeting properly using rules that was set to achieve a free-flowing and orderly discussion. By the end of this session, you should know or be able to do the following. Conduct a successful group discussion. Lead a book discussion. This information should help improve your speaking and listening skills. Good luck with your speech.